Stirring the coffee with triple chopsticks, vortex method, the only true way to optimize the taste of your coffee at the molecular level. Good morning. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. I am the Sultan. We'll get started, but first, I need my coffee. I'm down to 1 cup a day. Today is the first day that I'm doing the 1 cup thing, and I'll do that until fall. Yeah, nice. I just don't have a desire for 2 cups of coffee when it starts getting warm outside. Just no desire for coffee. Just 1 cup and I'm good. It is now 5 a.m. Birds are chirping. They've been chirping since about 4:10, which woke me up. I didn't get up till about 4:30 today, so I overslept a little bit. Did you get what I meant yesterday when I said escalation? I maybe should do an entire weekend video on escalation. Escalation, let me give you an example of it. Taking everything to its next level. Fights, when 2 people are angry at each other, one person escalates and takes it from just angry words to maybe throwing fists around. Escalation between a man and a woman. When the woman shows a little bit of interest and the guy takes that little bit of raw material, takes it to the next level, gets a phone number, gets her laughing, engages more. Escalation, taking it up another level. Someone shows a little bit of interest in business, even if it's just like a raised eyebrow. Like, you do what? You do what for a living? Oh yeah, well I do this, blah, blah, blah. Here's my business card. I'll call you tomorrow. Taking everything to its next level. Everything. Make escalation a lifestyle. I took a poll. I asked the question, do you trust the news from mainstream media? 492 people responded to that. Here's the breakdown. You ready? 4% said yes. 96% said no. They don't trust the news from mainstream media. My comment to that was to Anna Brees, who you saw my interview with. I said, Anna, the poll isn't looking good for mainstream media, and that might be one of our topics next time that we talk. Any fellow composters here? I remember when I was married, I had a stainless steel can that looked like a trash can. Had a top on it, and a vent and a filter that goes in the top. Charcoal filter. Anytime I had eggs, I put the eggshells in there. Coffee grounds went in there. Peeled any vegetables, those peels go in there. And they just start decomposing. And then within a couple weeks, you have layers of stuff. So I would take it out every couple weeks and put it in a bigger compost pile out in my backyard. And you couldn't even tell anymore, couldn't even identify the scraps, whether it be banana peels or peelings from other vegetables or fruit. Everything just started breaking down, and it became like this rich, almost black kind of soil-ish kind of material that I would spread in the garden. And man, my vegetables and flowers would grow. It was amazing. I love composting, and I loved getting my hands in it, and I loved gardening. One of the reasons why I want to become a master gardener by the time I'm 65. I want to take all those courses and get that down. What a wonderful gift to give to your family is vegetables and fruit. What a wonderful gift to pass on that knowledge to your children or whoever. 2008 to 2016, communist countries be like, destroy the enemy, win at all costs. America was, well, we need to understand our enemies. Winning isn't everything it's cracked up to be. 2020, communist countries, same, destroy everyone and win. America, now, I'm going to count to 3 and those motherfucking warships better be gone. I like what's happening now. I don't want to understand my enemy. I want to utterly destroy them. Period. No more playing, no more bullying. I'm not talking about being what's the word, a colonizing, imperialist country. We do our thing, you do your thing. Don't fuck with us. If you're a man and you're feeling down, and you feel like your life is going nowhere, I want you to do something. I want you to get off the sidelines. And I want you to think about speed. Speed. One of the reasons why I get up early is because between, well, today it's 4:30 and 6 o'clock in the morning. Normally it's 4 o'clock, between 4 and 6. But I get work done before the rest of the world is awake. It works for me. It doesn't work for everybody. I know some people have tried it and they said it just doesn't work for them. It does work for me, but think about the concept of speed. It's all about speed. Escalate and instigate the next level of healing in your life as a man if you've been down. Because it doesn't happen by itself. Literally, years can turn into decades. Many men in the down and out situation will end up on Skid Row. They end up in boarding houses. They end up living in cheap hotels, on public assistance. And there is a critical mass, critical speed that you must attain, and you start rolling faster and faster and faster. And you can get yourself out of that darkness. You can get yourself out of that depressing situation. It can happen. You can do it. It doesn't happen by itself. So you have to take little steps in the beginning, but they have to be consistent. Consistency and speed. I take massive action when I do things, but I'm doing extremely well in my life. For those of you that know that you can do better, but you just haven't found a way out, consistency. Doing a little something every day to better yourself. You'll get out. I know for some people decades have gone by. I know that. And for those where it's only been months or years, realize that decades will fly by. How sick and tired are you of your situation? You don't want to die like that. You don't want to go out like that. You really don't. I know you don't. And I might be the only person in the world talking to you. Who talks to you about this stuff? Come on. Pop quiz. There are female qualities, there are male qualities, and then there are human qualities that both genders have. Is there such a thing as a human quality that is not necessarily or particularly male or female? Are there human qualities? I'd like to see that. Put your answer down below. Explain that if you can. I can usually tell which red pill guys were raised without fathers and why the red pill was so important and so attractive to guys who've been raised without fathers. A good dad would instill respect in his son or discipline him properly. Many of these guys without fathers just had a mother, no dad in their life, raised by the mom, and the mother did a pretty shitty job, but yet you just elevate her because she's your mom. No wonder your father split. But you hung with your mom and you believed everything that your mom said about your dad. There's a reason they're not together. But you believed your mom, didn't you? Maybe it's time to make that cut, to split, to get away from your mama and realize she's caused trouble in your life and return to your father. He's not everything that your mom said he was. And if you believe that, then you're believing life through female eyes. That's why red pill men are so feminine in the way that they fight. So feminine. But I take BJJ. Stop it. Please, stop it. The dojo is filled with more pussies than the office. Give me a break. What are you trying to compensate for? Your sensei is not your father. But you feel that way because you operate on feelings because you were raised by a woman. A woman cannot teach a boy how to be a man. And the sooner you realize that, the better off you'll be. So you end up being attracted to red pill guys who seem masculine at first, don't they? At first. At first. And then you realize you're dealing with a bunch of adolescents who are stunted in their growth. It's time to walk away from all that shit. Walk away. Everyone else is allowed to share their opinion. And it's okay. The minute a traditionalist shares their opinion, all shit hits the fan, doesn't it? Like your grandmother told you, some things should be left to the imagination. And guess what? She was right. In a cargo shorts, flip-flops, and a Bob Marley t-shirt world, picture the guy in cargo shorts, flip-flops, and a t-shirt. Be the guy that has a nice pair of jeans on, a fitted black t-shirt, a nice watch, your beard sculpted perfectly, a clean haircut or a head shave, a good smile with white teeth, minty breath, moisturized skin, and maybe just a spritz of cologne or aftershave that only you can smell, or if somebody gets close enough to you, they can smell it. Which guy are you? Someone said, well, I don't want society to put pressure on me. It's not pressure, dude. I help men become better men. I'm not trying to make you something you're not. We're only talking about raising the bar an inch here, fellas. That's, if you call what I just said pressure and expectations, what a douche you are. Honest to God. I'm talking about having a nice pair of jeans and a black t-shirt and looking good. Well, if someone doesn't like me for who I am, you dressed up for your job interview, didn't you? Women are all the same. They are to guys in cargo shorts and shitty t-shirts and flip-flops. Well, all you ever talk about is women. All you ever do on Fridays and Saturdays is look for women. And you're swiping on your phone. So don't talk to me about all I ever talk about is women, because I talk about a lot more than women. Your ex. Everyone has an ex, whether it be an ex-girlfriend or an ex-wife, ex-spouse, not ex-significant other, because that's a bullshit word and you know it. But let them be haunted by your positivity and success. Let them encounter you in the future, somehow, some way, and you're a different person. What a great time to improve yourself. That's why you see all these chicks get skinny after their divorce. And they get into mud runs. I didn't even know what the fuck a mud run was until I was swiping for love years ago. I'd see these women all muddy with a number pinned to their chest like they're doing a marathon. Come on. Enough already with the mud runs. Are we done with the mud run stage? The Machu Picchu, go to San Francisco stage? You done with that yet? Paul Comish writes me and says, possible writer's shed. I call this the cube. Been wondering what to do with it. Sends me a picture of kind of a cube shed. Yes, that's your new writer's shed. Think about a writer's shed. We talked about that yesterday. Do you have a shed that you can move half the shit in it to the side and put a little desk or a chair in the other half? Put a couple shelves in it, a couple pictures on the wall. It becomes your writer's shed. It becomes a smoking shed. It becomes a creativity shed. A lot can happen in a simple, humble structure that's not going to happen at your kitchen table. Let's get real. Even if you walk 20 feet out the back door, there's something about that place that's going to be sacred that no one else will understand. Only you. Keith writes me from the Washington, D.C., Maryland area. I will not give his last name. He says, I've been growing my first ever beard since mid-November 2019. I am thoroughly enjoying this new experience. I want to learn more about beard care, and I'm inquiring about having a beard analysis by you and perhaps a proper beard trim. We can do that, Keith, as soon as the place that I work for opens up. I am a Black American male, 58 years old, with a white beard, black mustache. That's a cool look. It's so interesting when I see people's hair color, how certain areas will go white or gray before the rest of it. And I know that look, where the beard is white and the stash is dark. That's a good look. I am using products following YouTube videos, and I appreciate you reading this. Best, Keith. I like how he said a Black American male rather than African American. It's interesting. There's white people that are born in Africa. Am I right? Right? Are they, and then they move to America, are they considered African American? That's how you know the phrase African American is a political word, because there are white people born in Africa who move here who would never describe themselves as African American, although technically they are. So when Keith says, I'm a Black American, I like that. I like that phrase. It makes sense. My response. Hi, Keith. Thanks for writing. Enjoy your beard. Don't line it up too much. Just let nature take its course within reason. Believe it or not, one of my favorite beard styles is on a black dude, Marvin Gaye. He was handsome, masculine, an idol amongst women, and his natural beard looked better than any of the young guys today with their perfectly lined up beards. I said, just imagine if he was alive today, that beard and hair would be glorious white. So for most black men, I like a more natural beard rather than a perfectly lined up beard like you see all over Instagram. Whenever you put a line in something, it takes a hell of a lot of work to keep that up. So I like the more natural look. So Keith, thanks for writing, and I will let you know when we are open. And you can come and sit in the chill chair and get a proper beard sculpting. The gentleman, Paul, who has the cube shed in his backyard, is a writer. And I'm going to put a link to one of his books. He did an audiobook. He's done several books, but he sent me a link for an audiobook that he actually narrated himself. It's an interesting story. I'll put the link down below. If you're interested in sponsoring the show or donating to the cause of sanity, clarity, and reason, email me, gb@georgebruno.com. Until then, finish your coffee, and I'll see you tomorrow on the Daybreak Show, your home of sanity, clarity, and reason. Get out there and get something done today. And you're listening to this for a reason. I don't know what that reason is. We've encountered each other for a reason. And there's a reason why you keep listening and you keep watching this. I know because I read your emails. I believe in you, man.